So without further ado, please welcome our first speaker, aka the ghost of EPATT present, Luis Alberto Chavez. Take it away, sir.
Hi. So as Keisha mentioned, my name is Luis Alberto Chavez. I'm a senior at Palo Alto High School. During my years at EPATT, I have never once heard a staff member complain about something they couldn't do. I'm not sure if it's because they're superhuman or just really good at hiding their frustrations. The staff's attitude about getting things done is so noticeable that it seeps down to their students and makes them better at completing tasks. I believe the reason why I have such an optimistic point of view has a lot to do with what EPATT has taught me. For me, EPATT stands for energetic, patient, authentic, thoughtful, and thankful, because that is what I have become over these last 13 years. Since kindergarten, I have been attending the program and loving every minute of it. As a kid, I thought everyone had an EPATT, someplace they went after school instead of just going home. I didn't receive homework in elementary school, so the most important part of EPATT to me was the tennis. It wasn't until a few years later when I realized I needed EPATT for more than just fun. When I was in 5th grade, struggling academically, EPATT had my back and provided me with a tutor named Charlotte. I trusted Charlotte, and she believed that I was capable of achieving more. Through this experience with Charlotte in 5th grade, I learned that I wasn't going to understand everything right away, so I needed to be patient with myself because things take time. Middle school was the toughest transition for me. In 6th grade, I didn't know a lot of people, and I developed a stutter. During the first month of school, I sat down to eat lunch and found out that the table I was sitting at was for the popular 8th grade boys. They all came and sat around me, and I was so scared. I quickly left and went to eat lunch in the bathroom. So many times, I felt like an outsider and someone who didn't belong. I was trying to be someone that I wasn't, but at EPATT, I felt at home and safe. I was myself, the same person that I had been for the past 11 years. Having Keisha as my mentor and coordinator for middle school was a blessing. Trust me, no one else will scare you straight the way Keisha does. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, and her ability to positively influence a shy student and turn them into an outgoing and thriving person. When high school came along, I had no idea what to expect. The high school coordinator at EPATT was new. She looked confused all the time, and she had green hair. Maribel is the adult in my school day who understands how easy it is to get distracted and make wrong decisions in high school. Unlike others, I didn't feel like waiting until college to find out the person I wanted to be. And Maribel's guidance helped me navigate high school and all the nonsense that comes with it. As my days at EPATT are quickly coming to an end, I'm grateful for all the good times that I've had. I remember tennis practice and running over to the ball cart as fast as I could to get the Spider-Man racket, because that meant you were the cool kid on the court. I remember watching Mo Fee and Pete Sampras at the SAP Open with the tournament team. I remember the performances at EPATT's family night and not wanting to do the haka, a traditional Polynesian war dance, because I didn't want to take my shirt off in front of people. So instead, I sang Baby by Justin Bieber. I remember the endless jokes coming from Coach Julio during practice that made me laugh so much I could barely lift my racket. I also remember getting hit in the stomach by one of Wesley's overheads. I will always remember when Dave had to carry me down a mountain while on our field trip in Yosemite because I was having an asthma attack. Also, I will never forget Dave's life lessons and how I would give the other guys at EPATT a quick, here we go again glance. A lot of memories from the last 13 years. Too many to put into the speech, because we'd probably be here past Coach Gould's bedtime. Dave once told me, put yourself in a position to get better and only get mad over what you can control. Those two phrases have stuck with me since the day I first heard them. EPATT is an opportunity to better yourself and put yourself in a position to kick butt in the future. So to the EPATT students here tonight, I say, when your confidence is low and when you have worked hard for something and don't get it, instead of complaining, put yourself in a position to take advantage of every opportunity EPATT has to offer. Thank you.
"13 years. 13 years. So Beto's been here since kindergarten. Now, normally, we don't have our seniors speak first, so this was a point of, great discussion for us. It's like, what's the order of the speakers? But our theme is longevity, and he'd been here the longest, so we wanted to kick off with that. But what I want to say is interesting about Beto's story is that he's not the first in his family to already complete EPATT. His older sister, Elena, is a senior at Sonoma State, and she's graduating this year. She also... Yes, congratulations. She also was an EPATT from kindergarten to 12th grade. And that's not all. His younger brother, JP, who we call JP, is a 6th grader at Palo Alto's Jordan Middle School. So we've had all the generations of the Chavez children in the EPATT program. And so as a whole, they've been involved with us for 17 years. But if you add up the years their students have been here, okay, let's see, 13, and then we got 13, then we got JP for 7. Oh my gosh, so we're doing 33 years? Yeah. So, wait, they've been in the program longer than the programs existed. You think about that. 33 for 33, that's what they've got.